This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, and now let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency. Charlie's QTH is up north in northern New Hampshire, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Charlie, near the Canadian border.
Yes, Jim, I may have a loose connection here. I hope I'm all right. Yeah, I'm copying you direct 10 to 15 over 9, direct. And we have picked up 10 inches of snow. That was yesterday and the day before. And high temperature yesterday on the the 20. Well, anyway, I forgot the date. It got up to 23 degrees. But right now we're having gale force winds. It's way up in the low 40s. And we're down to only 4 inches of snow left. Jim, if you copy, go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Now, Charlie, what are gale force winds? How fast?
Winds, how fast?
Anything over 39 miles per hour. 39 miles per hour, that's when you get into the gale force area. I've got an interesting recording for you, and this is partial from a year ago, February, on your program. And the reason I'm doing that, it's a weird propagation that occurred locally, and yet not locally. I was working my friend Art, K1GZL, who lived 7 air miles northeast of me in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire, and he's now a silent key, unfortunately, a silent key. But he was coming in on a reduced echo, a double echo, which was a longer echo than going around the world. So I thought you might be interested to have a sort of a semi-replay of that, Jim. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. Roll the tape.
Good to me. Roll the tape.
Okay, and here it is. And also a comment I put on the back end of it. Here it is.
We're Q5. Not pretty strong. Then you fade down to about 1.7. You're in the north. But it's too bad you're not hearing this echo between me and Charlie. I mean, it is just weird. It's not more than an echo. We're occasionally hearing a delay in the transmission. He'll say a word, you hear it a second later again. So it's almost like one signal is direct, the other one's going all around the world, and then coming in with time.
The preceding recording was made on the 18th of February 2020. What it was, I was talking to, this is K1GZL, George Zebra London, Clarksville, northern New Hampshire. I was talking to Art, KA1 Yankee Victor United, and he is 7 air miles to my northeast in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. And Art noticed when I was calling our normal group together, and we were around 3757, that I had a double return echo. A double return echo was quite an astonishing delay. So that was fascinating, and I noticed it on Art also. I noticed it on Art. There was quite a delay. And it was some kind of an SDR, somebody using an SDR because we had on frequency K2QNU Lou down there in South Plainfield, New Jersey, not too much more than 325 or 40 miles to my southwest, and Bob, K0WOJ out in St. Peters, Missouri. Both those stations, absolutely no echoes, no other stations or anything being dubbed in, and yet we had this tremendous return echo that you just heard on this recording, and the delay was at least a third of a second, or maybe a half a second. The only thing I could come up with, if there wasn't some kind of a very, very clever clever SDR recording, but no one else heard it. No one else heard it. That it must have been coming from out in space. Now, for a delay like that, it usually takes an eighth of a second to go around the world. Now, this was more than that. This was more, but where did it come from? It might have come from out in space, being reflected back somehow or other from, say, 30 or 40,000 miles out above the planet and being returned. That would make sense. But that is above where the satellites are circling the Earth, and where the geophysical or whatever it is satellite that is up there permanently up there. And so this is an anomaly that I have never heard before, and since I was licensed as W2 Zebra George back in the fall of 1948. Okay, there you are, Jim. I'm sorry to be so long on that, but that was a weird a weird situation. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger. So my first question is, everybody that was on your frequency was experiencing this echo return. Is that a Roger?
Was experiencing this echo return. Is that a Roger?
No one else heard it. Nobody heard it whatsoever. There was absolutely no one else. It was just Art and myself had this weird situation, as if it were a narrow beam picking us both up and reflecting it back. No one else was on. We had one station that was listening down in southeastern Pennsylvania at Reading. There was another station out near St. Louis, Missouri, KA1YVU, Yankee, K0WOJ, and K2U, anyway, Lou, down in South Plainfield, New Jersey, which is 25 miles southwest of New York City. They heard absolutely none of it. None of it. It was just Art and myself, as if it were a narrow beam coming right back on top of us, Jim, and that was really incredible. Go ahead.
Roger. Now, the next question is, what is the layer after the E layer as you go out into space? Is there another layer after the E layer?
Out into space. Is there another layer after the E layer?
Oh, yes. The way it works, the D layer is something that absorbs the frequencies like 75 meters. That's not awfully high up. The E layer is out about 70, 80, 90 miles above the Earth. And then the F layer is out, that can vary a bit, but the average is 150, 175 miles above the Earth. And above that, there's no more layers. The normal radiation, or the highest radiation under normal band conditions that we get up and down on the frequencies in the high frequency realm, is about 150, 170 miles or so above the Earth, and that is the F layer. F is in Fox. The F layer. The next layer down closer to the Earth is the E layer, and that's where you get a lot of this short skip, like in the summer on 10 meters or something. Signals will blast you up out of your chair 600, 800, 900 miles away on the E layer, and we even get it here on 40 at different times of the year, especially in the warmer months. So this was absolutely way beyond the regular transmission layers that we use, Jim. It was incredible, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Well, thank you so much for sharing from your recorded archive those moments of history, because one does not often encounter like that kind of an echo return. It indicates that, gosh, a long ways away to get that kind of a delay. Charlie, 73 up that way, sir. Thanks for joining us. Roger.
Hey, Charlie, 73 up that way, sir. Thanks for joining us. Roger.
Okay, well, beautiful, Jim, and we'll try to catch you next week, and you're only coming in good. Wait a minute. Well, I thought I had you on here. Okay, I thought I had you on here. Nope, I guess I don't. Well, I lost it. Okay, 73, Jim. We'll catch you next week. K1GZL. By the way, we've had 197 inches of snow for the season so far.
Unbelievable. 73, Charlie. This is the KC9VKV Qso-Vlog net. Just a reminder, my name is Jim. KC9VKV, I'm better known in some circles as Dr. VKV. And we are recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days. So when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV along with today's date, 4/23/21. And that will take you to our directly to this recording. If you would be interested in maybe looking at some other recordings of Folks Audio, if you go to YouTube and do just the call letter search, KC9VKV, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. And on that page, we're running about 1,600 Qso-Vlog recordings. So this is KC9VKV, the Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.